Now, I want to ask you, I want to keep moving on these substantive issues because I feel we've been bogged down for a couple of weeks now in nonsense, okay? So I want to ask you about, for instance, Supreme Court justices. The next president may be picking 2, 3, or 4 Supreme Court justices. I know this is something you have focused on for much of your Senate career and so forth. Why would you be better at selecting Supreme Court justices than the other candidates? And by the way, what type of justices would you choose?
Originalists, and one who understand the Constitution and its correlation to the Declaration of Independence. The judge that I tend to agree with the most is Clarence Thomas. I think he's got it pretty much right. I mean, I think certainly Scalia and Alito are fine too. Roberts, okay also. I mean, the conservatives on the court are fine, but I do see a difference between them, and I think we need someone who's really well grounded and understands the founders' understanding of the Constitution, the founders' understanding of what made this country great, and in fact, what did make this country great, and how the Constitution was written and very clearly intended to be interpreted. And that's one of the most important things the President of the United States can do. And I've had a lot of experience at that. I've worked very hard in trying to get the Bush nominees passed when I was in the United States Senate. I'm the guy, and I was with Judge Saad, who was one. You may remember that name. He was one of the judges that was held up under the Bush administration. He came to one of my events the other night and to thank me for it because I was the only guy out there fighting for him. I was out there on the floor, out there.
But let me ask you this: your favorite justice is Clarence Thomas. Did I hear that correctly?
That's correct.
Yeah. So you would appoint justices who are originalists in the sense of Clarence Thomas.
Yes.
All right, that's very important. And what about circuit court judges and district court judges? Same thing.
Look, I mean, I'd confer with folks like Mark Levin and others who understand this issue very, very well. And seriously, I mean, we put together a team at the White House. We would go out and search for the best and brightest.